Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are completing the final trump card mission of the Omega Shenron fight. I found this fight to be pretty fun. There's a lot of good dominant final trump card units. We've got all these anniversary units we can use, right? So I did opt to run the GT Duo, the 8th year, as the leader because I feel like they're the better of the two. I do think the Super Saiyan 3 pair actually does pretty well here, because the one thing with this fight is you do get time to kind of stack up a little bit, although this team does bring a lot of power. So I found I didn't have as much time to stack as on some of my other runs, but it worked. The thing that was kind of fun with this one too was I decided to run actually an extreme rotation. I think you very easily could do a full super team here, but I did decide to do some extreme units because I felt like some of those Zamasu units are very good. I mainly wanted to use AGL Zamasu because he stacks defense and has damage reduction, and I felt like would just be a very good unit in this fight, being that he has time to stack up defense, right? And then I use obviously the new tech LR Zamasu, who's also very good and has some damage reduction, some defensive tech, things like that, right? So that's kind of what I opted to go with here. Now, the way that this ran went and the team setup I did, I wasn't even able to get the domain, which was fine. Because I have a lot of super class units anyways, probably didn't want that domain up. So we never used the domain, but we got by just fine here. And I think, we do have Revive on this team, which Revive I think is a very nice thing to have against Omega Shenron, because you see there we took 400k in stage 1. Pretty crazy, right? Like he doesn't let up at all. Like he's tough everywhere. And this tech phase, once again, is kind of tricky because you can't dodge here. So any of your potential dodge characters don't work. Now, these Zamasus actually can heal a bit, which is kind of nice too. They've got some of those like healing links and parts of their passive, so we're able to use that here as well. So here we go, getting supered immediately again. But he takes double digits, so we're good there. We obviously can't afford to use an item. Like, if I can't get by the tech phase without an item, then it was just a dead run anyways. Like, there's no way I'm going to do an attempt where I have to use an item on the tech phase. So yeah, if I get beat up a little bit like I am here, I don't care. I'm just going to keep risking it and going for it, because I know that I need my items for the end phases. Like, I have to have them there. And so this team too, it's a little bit of a build-up team, right? Which is why we're taking some damage early. We have to give some units a little bit of time to kind of build up, right? But I think it's a team that once we've built up properly, then it becomes very defensive and very good, right? Because both of the year 8s need some build-up, right? The STR unit is building up damage reduction. The physical unit stacks defense. So yeah, they just need time, and we got caught pretty early on that STR. I think it was the STR GT Duo that actually took like 400k there. So we put the physical unit slot 1 to make sure we're going to prioritize them a little bit because we want them to stack defense, and they don't have any other damage reduction, so they're just raw defense, so they need a lot of it, right? Like we need these guys at 1,000,000 plus defense by the last phase. That's where we need them. And then the GT Duo, we just got to make sure they get their 5 attacks in, because they build up to, I think, 10% damage reduction per attack up to 50, I believe. So yeah, even right there, still took 80k after stacking a few times, right? So yeah, we're still taking damage from the tech phase. Very excited, by the way, to see how good these 9th year anniversary units are. The time I'm recording it, we have gotten the reveals, so we do know who they are. It is going to be Gogeta and Broly. Very, very excited for them, but also disappointed because they have not merged the games yet, and I have to wait till July to get these units. So it's kind of bittersweet, right? Like, I'm really excited to see the units and like want to use them, but then it sucks because I can't get them till July. So here's hoping that the games are synced by the 10th anniversary. That is my hope, so that I don't have to suffer through this again, where we have like this very unhype Omega Shenron celebration, and JP's finding out the anniversary units, right? Now, so here goes the Zamasu rotation, right? And so AJ Alva Zamasu, I think I'm pretty much going to be able to let him just camp in slot 1. And I think he's going to be fine because he's got damage reduction and stacking defense, right? Which is very good. But yeah, the JP getting those 50% support EZAs, well, now we call them the 60% supports. I think those are technically, I see what I want to know is, are they a part of the countdown celebration? Or are they part of the Super Saiyan 3 Goku Hirudegarden celebration? Because if they're part of this SS3 Goku and Hirudegarden, that I think we're due to get in June. So we could see the 50% supports in June, which I think would be very good. Otherwise, if they're part of the... I guess either way, it's going to be close. Because even if they're part of the countdown, that would just be late June. So yeah, either way, I think we're getting those 60% supports in June. So I guess it's not a big deal either way, because I guess they are going to be back-to-back for us like it was for JP. I think that's where it's going to line up, right? I think, our next celebration, we're going to get the MVP 17 and 18, the Tournament of Power Dokkan Fest, who's, like, not the greatest. So yeah, that's what we're going to be getting when JP's getting the real hypeness. Very unfair, right? So, sure, we've got the foresight, but I would rather just have the characters now than have the foresight. So yeah, this will be hopefully the last year that we can just really have the foresight and save up for these anniversary units. I'm not touching the Tournament of Power units. Like, once again, if they do tickets, I'll always do the tickets, but I'm not using my well-earned Dragon Stones on that. No way. The only thing that's going to tempt my Dragon Stones before anniversary is any other shared celebrations we get. So, like, Saiyan Day, you know, stuff like that. Goku, Gohan, Goten Day. Golden Week. Like, Golden Week for sure is going to tempt my stones. They'll come up with some hype for that. But any of these, like, normal celebrations that we're just catching up on, I'm not touching any of these banners. Forget that. For sure. All right, so here we are. We're on the final phase. We're trucking along here. That second phase actually went very quick. So that's the one thing about this team, you know, as opposed to some of the other runs I've done. This team's got a lot of power. So, and this physical unit's going to really cook here on the last phase because they've got type advantage. So they have all the defense they're stacking, but they are actually guarding here. So these guys are incredibly good on this stage. So I guess technically I could have run double this as the lead because you could argue they're a little bit better here. But here we've got the revive set up. So, right, we're going to get the revive here on this AoE. Like, yeah, they're going to take too much damage. So we know we're going to get the revive here. Yeah, and then even that Super Saiyan 3 trio on the end taking 400k. I'm like, I'm glad we did the revive because they could not handle it. So the revive was huge here because we had two units that just could not handle the AoE there. Well, I guess one, because the Vegeta unit gets weaker intentionally when they exchange, right? Are going to standby because they want to do the revive. So yeah, now we've revived. Did the big revive counter. We've got him almost halfway dead. And I have both of my Whis, so we got all the way here without using an item. So now it's like, oh yeah, I can just coast these two Whis to victory pretty much. I did decide to transform my AGL Zamasu. I definitely could have stacked defense with him more, but I kind of saw it as like, well, we're kind of at the end of it, right? Like, we've almost got him dead. So I'd rather just be more offensive than take another defense stack here, because odds are he's maybe going to get one more turn at most, and this fight should be over. So I'm like, yeah, let's go offensive. Let's do these 15 mil attack stats with the crit there, followed up by 17 mil attack stat. Dude, AGL Zamasu's crazy. So I was excited to do this run because I needed to break out these Zamasus. They're too good, and I haven't been using them enough. So I love missions, so it like forces me to take out units. Because there's just so many good, fun teams. Like, I just don't always know what to run. But yeah, these Zamasus are great. And then there we're eating a super, but we've got Whis. And yeah, double digits, no problem. Because of all the damage reduction we've already got. And then, you know, 17 mil for this guy. He's just hitting pretty dang hard, too. Followed up by a 12 additional. So yeah, this Zamasu rotation, absolutely tearing up Shenron right now. So much damage. And then we got Piccolo on the end. It's funny, I brought Piccolo Jr. and he honestly didn't even really get a chance to do anything in this fight. I don't even think he built up his passive because he had to attack like 5 times or something. I don't know that he got 5 attacks in this video. So he's not even like built up. So here he's only doing like a 7 mil attack stat. So yeah, he's usually hitting a bit harder after building up. But yeah, like Piccolo almost took him out. So yeah, we got one more turn here, right? So it's like, I had just use a Whis. So I'm like, well, we're on the last turn. Let's just use the second Whis. So we've got 80% damage reduction here. So it's like literally impossible to die. Literally impossible. And I'm glad I used it because look what this punk tries to do. He's about to die. He supers first thing in slot 1. So this could be a run ender, but we had the Whis on our back there, which we needed. And now we're going to go ahead with the year 8 unit here and hopefully finish up. But yeah, this last phase, it's like you see that need to super to kill him. You feel like you're about there. But yeah, we didn't get any additionals there. So now we're going to the other year 8 unit. Now these guys with type advantage, they should get some additionals here. I think they should finish this out while stacking defense. I think I forgot to check their defense, but I'm pretty sure they're over 1 million defense there. So there you go, guys. Omega Shenron is down again. And once again, this was my mission for Final Trump Card. And we got it done. And by the way, I did get the other mission done for full power. But my recording kind of got interrupted. And I was able to finish it and beat it. But I don't want to like re-record it. So I did get full power done as well. So anyways, guys, let me know how you're handling this Shenron fight. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.